you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anybody else to believe in you? The answer is you can't. Because unless you believe in yourself, unless you think anything is possible, unless you think you deserve to be wealthy, whatever it is you desire, nobody else is going to think you deserve it for you. It starts with you. Whatever goal you have in mind, whatever you're trying to manifest at this time, you first have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that it's possible. Once you have those two things, nothing can stop you. Nothing. I'll give you 1,000 famous people who all had different dreams that all came true, and they all had one thing in common. Every single one of them believed that it was possible. Do you have to have faith? Yes. You have to have patience? Yes. Do you have to work hard? Absolutely. 100%, no doubt about it. You are not going to achieve what you're looking to achieve if you don't work hard. There's no way around it. Either believe that you can do it, or you believe you can't. But either way, you're right. The only way to get out of the situation that you're in now is to believe that you're worth it and that you deserve better. That's it. It starts with you, it starts in your mind, it starts in your soul. I'm trying to tell you how to rewire your brain to be able to achieve what it is you want to achieve. So let's talk about imaginations. What are you manifesting right now? What is the one thing that you're pursuing? What is your goal? If you don't have one, then find one. You have to be aiming somewhere, right? It's either going to be in a positive direction or in a not so positive direction. But it starts with that. It all starts with the thought inside your head. What direction am I going to go in today? How am I going to make today count? How am I going to make today a good day? Well, let's imagine your dream is to own a big house one day. So how can you actually manifest something not knowing how it feels? Well, you have to use your imagination, that's how, right? So in my imagination, getting that big fancy house would feel amazing. I can picture it in my mind's eye, I can see it. I know exactly what I would do, I know how I would set the living room up. I want these, I've always envisioned having speakers in the ceilings like you see at the Dunkin' Donuts. And I could blast music throughout my house. I know what that feels like, it feels amazing. I know my kids would live in there and they'd have their own space and they'd feel great and comfortable and happy and proud and all that. That's a great feeling. I know what that feels like. So I want to attain that goal. Now what? That's when the manifestation process begins. Because now you know what it feels like. Now you know you, on a soul level, you understand how badly you want it. So now it's time to start planning on how you're going to get there. And how you're going to get there isn't always simple, right? There's a lot that goes into it. You need money, you need good credit, you need a lot. You need a good job, well, your first step would be to go see a financial advisor. Sit down with them, they'll tell you exactly what you need to do. They'll tell you exactly how much you need to make to be able to afford the house you want to buy. Okay, next step, how much do I need to make? Let's say it's 100K. Well, now you know you need to make an extra 50K a year to buy that specific house. It might not always be easy, but is it doable? Hell yeah, it's doable. It might take a few steps, it might take a few different phases. In other words, like say you have a full-time job already that you work 40 hours a week. Well, you can't possibly get 2 more full-time jobs working 40 hours a week because that's 120 hours and then you'll never be able to sleep. So that's not practical. But what you could do is start by making, half of that. And then just have faith that things work out, guys. That's how it works, right? So say you're making $50,000 a year and you need to make $100,000 a year. So do the math. You need an extra $50,000 a year, which is roughly around $2,200 a month, something like that, right? No, my math's off. It's about $4,000 a month extra. So you need an extra $4,000 a month. Okay, well, maybe you can find a job right away where you can make an extra $4,000 a month. But if you can't, what do? Do you just give up? No. You find a job where you can make maybe an extra $1,000 a month and you start saving. But see, that's the trick, is you have to get in alignment with what you're trying to manifest. You have to be patient, and you have to ask the divine, and you have to wait for things to happen. Now, let's just say this job that you get makes an extra $1,000 a month, right? Let's say you meet someone at this job who really likes your work ethic, likes your brain, likes the way you think, and says, you know what? I actually have this other gig, and I think you'd be great at it. There's a role there for you if you're interested. It pays a little bit more than this, and blah, 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 blah. So, bam, all of a sudden, new opportunity. Now you got another job. You say you're making $1,500 a month extra on top of your full-time job. You see, and that's just how it works. Let's just say now that that job is doing extremely well, right? You're starting to see the money pile up in your bank account. You're starting to see that you're getting ahead a little bit. You start to get excited. Well, guess what? That spirit that you have inside you, that energy, that, happy mood, because you're actually accomplishing something with your life. Now your full-time employer, the job that you've always had, sees that kind of light in you and is like, you know what? I think it's time for you to get a raise. I think it's time maybe we get you some more responsibility. How do you feel about, being a supervisor? All of a sudden, miracles happen, man. Now you're making an extra $10K at your other job. You make an extra $1,500 a month. And who knows what happens after that? Maybe the housing market goes down, and now you only need to make $80,000 a year to buy that house instead of $100,000. Or maybe you end up meeting someone at one of your jobs who's in real estate and finds a great deal on a home and hears that you're looking, and then, bam, bam, bam. It's like a domino effect. That's how it works, guys. But you have to stay in a positive mind frame. You have to stay in the light for this stuff to happen. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. If you sit there and tell yourself, no, I need $50K extra a year. This job is only giving me $1,000. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit on it. And guess what happens when you sit on it? You're killing your spirit, man. You're convincing yourself, you're telling yourself on a daily basis, I'm not good enough, this sucks, there's no way I'm going to find a job that's making an extra $50K a month, and all of a sudden you're in a rut. When all you had to do was just take one small little baby step and have some faith. Have some faith that things are going to work out. That's it. It's simple, man. It's really that simple. Now, I could give you 1,000 different examples, 1,000 different dreams, but they all align the same way. Miracles happen for those who believe it. And it takes patience, and it takes some courage, and it takes believing, and it takes effort. But that's what it takes. So going back to the original question, you got to ask yourself, what am I trying to manifest, and how bad do I want it? What am I willing to sacrifice for it? If the answer is just about anything, because that dream, that feeling that I have in my imagination when I think about it, I know would make my soul feel so good. If the answer is I'm willing to sacrifice just about anything, then take that first baby step. What do you have to lose? A step in a forward motion is worth 100 times staying in the same place. You're never going to get anywhere in life if you stay in the same place. Challenge yourself. Go out there and try it. What do you got to lose? Stop telling yourself it's not good enough. Stop telling yourself you don't have enough time. Stop telling yourself you don't have enough energy. Stop telling yourself that you're not around the right people. Stop telling yourself this negative stuff. If you're wondering why you feel like crap all the time, it's probably because you come up with excuses why you should stay feeling like crap. When you should take some of that energy, right? Take some of that effort and start giving yourself reasons why you should feel good. Because if you can start getting in the habit of doing that, watch how miracles come in, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys, it's worth the effort. You'll be surprised how much you can accomplish just having a little bit of faith. Try it.